Hello and welcome to the inaugural Let's Play of the QuadKiter channel. The first Let's Play I'm going to be doing is Demon Souls. This game has been one of my favorite games in recent years. I'm a big fan of playing action RPGs, and this is actually the main reason I purchased a PlayStation 3 when this game came out. One second, I made a new account on my PlayStation 3 just for this. Filled up my other accounts with characters already. So I've played this quite a bit. First thing we want to do is adjust the brightness. And I am playing on my monitor right now. That's how the capturing device works. But I think all these, I might have to inverse my controls. But anyways, to the game itself, Demon Souls gives you numerous amounts of character classes, although it doesn't pigeonhole you into any class permanently. Basically, it's an array of starting stats and starting gear that determines how you play out the first couple of levels, but eventually you'll be able to pick up any item that any of the characters have to begin with, or spells. Let's go ahead and go with the male. Sex doesn't really dictate what you can or can't get in the game, aside from a few armor sets, a few items. It's no real, the differences between the sexes is very minute. And go with QuadKite here. QuadKiter. The name QuadKite comes from the online computer game EverQuest. It was actually a methodology for destroying monsters in that game. The quad meaning four, and kiting is the way you kill monsters by aggroing them, but not allowing them to get within the attack radius to actually damage you. So it's, I don't know, it's kind of a cool name. Go ahead and edit appearance. Go for the older look, more masculine. Look doesn't. I try not to mess with these characteristics too much. The more in depth you get, the more goofy I just make the characters look. So I think the initial options they provide for you are more than adequate. Go ahead and go with this cool slick back look, some white hair. Go with the whole Temple Knight theme. I am selecting Temple Knight. Pretty sure I'm going to do a faith build. Your builds are generally dictated by what starting stats you choose, or what stats you choose to boost for your particular playstyle. The playstyle comes a lot more from the stats than as opposed to this game has no skill trees. Everything's pretty open-ended. There's actually no level cap until you max out all the stats.
King Alant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valorfax of the royal twin fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Alant had aroused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber, and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls also lose their
Some pretty cool
minds.
artwork.
The mad
in the
attack
opening
the
frames.
sane, and chaos reigns. Valorfax spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force. And the power of a mature demon soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief.
These are the names of some of the NPCs you encounter during the game.
The sixth saint Astraya and her knight Garl
fleshes out a little bit of the backstory.
And Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands, near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Alright, and so this cues up your introduction into the game. They give you a tutorial to go through, teach you basic combat techniques, what the buttons do. This is my first Let's Play, so
brave soul,
try to bear with me.
Death.
We're going to have a lot of learning to do during this.
I shall guide you.
I did a couple of test videos to see how the audio would work, how what compression to use,
so that you may lull the old ones back to slumber.
But it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm pretty good at video games. We're going to have a lot of high quality action games on this channel, and I am going to have to invert the controls. 1 second. Controls. We're going to floppy this, maybe this. That's how it works. Yeah, it's perfect. Alright, the Temple Knight. As you can see, he starts off with a full array of armor, and heater shield, and halberd, polearm. Go ahead and switch it to two-arm. When you two-hand a weapon, it changes the attack animation somewhat. You're one-handed, you can see you get some arc, some delay. Two-handed, a more straight-on vertical attack. The R3 is the lock-on in this game, and you have two basic types of attack, like I just said. The R1 is your weaker attack, and the R2 is your stronger attack. Two-arm with the halberd here is kind of a swooping AoE. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to unequip some of my items, because in this game, the more equipment you have on, you have actually a weight burden in it. When you exceed less than half of your total amount, you can actually do some more acrobatic rolls and dodges and stuff. Very, very good game. I am a big fan, like I said, of action RPGs. I think the controls in this game and the gameplay itself, it's really rewarding. Like, it's totally fair. You have complete control of your characters, and it makes the whole experience completely rewarding. I really can't wait for more games to be designed like this. Backstab. If you line up perpendicular to an opponent, you line up a super attack. if it does double damage, but it's definitely a lot. And so that's the first section of this tutorial. These are the archstones. These are the little. These are the waypoints they use to bounce around the levels. The weapons themselves are what give you the different attack animations. As you progress through the game, you get more and more types of weapons, which provide different avenues of attack. There's axes, swords, everything you'd find in like a role-playing game. Try to do an evade repost attack. You can see the difference. If you have the same button for dodge is also your backstep, and you can kind of cue that into a forward slash. So a lot of different ways you can go about defeating your enemies. The polearm is extremely good at breaking opponent's guard. As you can see, that's what it looks like when they stagger. It means their stamina has been depleted. I don't typically use the polearm later in the game, just because the dynamics of combat are so good in this game. I wanna use items that aren't so quite linear in their attack strategies. The polearm thrust attack is very straightforward, very direct. You can combo it ad nauseum as long as you have the stamina to do so. But you know, that's just part of your taste, how you want to play the game. The more options, the merrier. Some people may just want to use polearms, so that's cool too. The healing is done in this game typically by these little herbs that you get of varying quality. I have a handful of the lower ranked ones, but right here is the end of the tutorial boss. I'm gonna have to cut this video out now, but on the next video I'm gonna go ahead and take him on and see how we do.